You're gonna be right here too.
But he also got to
So what I need y'all to do right now at 16 is come up with a better way. Cause how we doing it, it ain't working. He angry at 46. I'm angry at 31. You angry at 16. Y'all come up with a better way. Cause we ain't doing it.
Oh my God.
So you've probably seen this video that went viral showing this passionate interaction between 3 different generations of African American men. Well, at the heart of that conversation were Mr. Curtis Hayes and 16-year-old Raymon Curry. Our team managed to track down this young man, and we asked him what exactly happened that day.
Like, the whole point of the video was find a better way. Basically, you know, find a better way to get them to understand, find a better way to take your anger and channel it to positivity, which, you know, I'm still, myself at so young, is still trying to understand, because I have so much anger and aggression towards people who constantly kill us over and over again, and they expect me to come peacefully, which is, you know, quite unfair.
Why was it so important for you to go to that protest that day?
It was very important because I have a little brother. His name is Princeton Holmes. He's 5 years old, and that could have been him. That could also have been me. That could have been my father. That could have been my uncle. I have many Black African American role models in my life that's males, and to see that man die in front of my face, that instantly in my head, that could have been me.
And can you just tell us, what exactly happened before that video was taken?
So basically what would happen, people were throwing stuff at the police officers, and they was coming with hatred and with anger, which is completely understandable, because, I'm showing peace for somebody who never keep killing off people. So they're throwing stuff, and me taking in the word of Mr. Curtis, trying to come about it peacefully. So I'm guarding, the police officers, trying to hold people back and everything. And after everybody, just got back, I turn around and the cop pepper sprays me in my face. And I'm like, that's crazy, because if you protect somebody, why would you hurt the person that protected you? It's crazy. And I'm saying I'm mad. I'm just like, once again, the thing I deal with personally, I'm mad. I'm frustrated. So my friend who took me to the protest, who is also white, so that's why I tell people, not all white people and not all police are bad. There's actually good people out here in the world. And he came up to me. He was like, "Ray, I got you. Don't turn into that type of person." So I'm trying to calm down. And out of nowhere, Mr. Curtis, he was like, let me talk to him. He came to me. He was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm okay." He's like, he gave me some water, put on my face. And after I calmed down and everything, he was like, "Are you still with me?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, I'm still with you." He said, "All right, let's go." And that's when we continue to go battle peacefully.
Mr. Curtis told you, come up with a better way because how we're doing it ain't working. I mean, how did you understand that, and how did that resonate with you at the time?
The white man and the police officer expect us to come peacefully and for us to not act with aggression. But the moment we show any sign of aggression, we're automatically extremists, which is crazy, because that's exactly how I feel deep down in my soul. Like, every day, ever since all this happened, which even back from Trayvon Martin, I get up and I got, get up, do what I do, work out, and then I go out to the world, do what I do. And I think, can that be me today? Like, every day I wake up and I go out to the world, I think, could that have been to me today? And it's so sad, because at 16, that's not something the kids should worry about. Like, my main focus is going into college. With my dream school is Duke University. And for me to have to wake up and wonder if I'm going to survive or live or not, that's sad. No child should live through that.
And, are there other examples of everyday racism that you have faced in your 16 years?
I went to the store and I was trying to buy just some juice and some candy, just something to snack on. And this lady, she just kept following me. And she was also white. She just kept following me, looking around the aisles, making sure I'm not putting that in my pocket. And I noticed her, but I don't say anything, because I feel like if I say something, that gets her mad and she feel like I'm showing aggression, which is also crazy because why should I change myself to please you? That's just something I shouldn't have to deal with.
And so, you're a 16-year-old African American young man, and you're growing into your adulthood. Has your mom or have your parents had that conversation with you about how you are to navigate that space if you're ever stopped by police one day?
We have this conversation almost every time. Like the things we talk about is basically when the police pull you over, put your hands on the dashboard, don't make sure they don't see you pull out or reach for anything. The only time you should reach for something is when they ask. And even when they ask, you should move slowly and carefully to where you're reaching. And she also told me when the police officer is, if like, God forbid, if a police officer gets you to the position where they're trying to kill you or trying to do some harm to you, you put your hands up high, let them know you don't show no harm, and you let them know that you come in, peacefully. And that's sad because at 16, you shouldn't teach the things at 16 you should teach your child is basically how to drive, how to all the good things that every teenager go through. Shouldn't no kid or nobody worry about how to please a police officer to the point where they don't kill you. That's ridiculous.
How do you want things to improve for the future of Black people in America?
All I want is just justice and peace. I don't want this aggression towards police officers. I don't want to keep going outside and I see a police officer and I immediately have to turn around or I have to, go an opposite way of where they're going. I want to be able to go up to a police officer, talk to him, shake his hand, have a conversation. I want to go up to a white person, do the same thing. I don't want to have to continue changing myself to please these white supremacists and these officers because of my skin color. I don't want that. I want us to come together as a unit and as a community and as one and understand each other and be peaceful about this.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.